displaying the glory of God's creation by exploring America one park at a time. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave, the parks professor. First hole. The distance and the par are up at the top of the screen. There are some big, beautiful sycamore and black walnut trees off to the right-hand side of this hole, but there's quite a bit of room off to the left, so a nice throw with a left-to-right disc flight and decent distance should set up a birdie opportunity on this hole. I do want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave, the parks professor. There's the view from the basket back down to the tee on the first hole. Second hole is longer, but again another very open hole. Most holes on this course have no obstacles directly between the tee and the basket. By the way, we are at Nesbitt Park. We are on the west bank of the Susquehanna River. The river is just off the screen to the right here. We are in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So we're in northeast Pennsylvania. Here's the basket coming up here. This is an absolutely beautiful park and beautiful area. Some big, beautiful trees here. There are also some really nice bridges on this course, and we'll see that in a few minutes. Third hole, and we continue east through this beautiful mowed grass area. Let me say a word about course constructions. The tees on this course are made out of concrete pavers, which are not the best, but not the worst either. The baskets are these Mach 5 baskets, and they caught really well, and they were in really good condition when I came here. I captured this video on Saturday, September the 16th, and it was a gorgeous day in the mid-70s when I came here. Now we're on the fourth hole, and this is the only hole that really has a serious obstacle directly between the tee and the basket. There's this cluster of trees up here, and the basket is right behind this cluster of trees. We're walking around the left side of the trees, and that seemed a little bit more direct when I came here, although it doesn't really matter. You could really go around either side of that cluster of trees. But this is really the only hole that forces you to make a decision about which way you're going to go, and then shape a shot in order to conform to your decision. Fifth hole, and now we're back to another completely open hole with no obstacles whatsoever between the tee and the basket. That is the first of two Susquehanna River bridges that you can see from this course that's directly behind the basket here. That's the less ornate of the two bridges. That's the N Street Bridge. If you're driving from downtown Wilkes-Barre to get to this course, that's probably the bridge that you're going to take to get to this course. That's the park entrance road you see off to the right, and you enter the park from just on the other side of this bridge. Now the course route flips 180 degrees, and the last four holes play more or less due west. That is the Susquehanna River levee that you see off to the right, and it can impact your disc flight or your stance if you happen to miss to the right, trying to get around these trees up here. Also, that means that this course is inside the Susquehanna River levee, and therefore mud and flooding can be a real problem on this course if it has rained a lot recently. When I came here, they hadn't gotten a lot of rain in this area, and therefore the course was actually in fantastic condition when I came here. The seventh hole continues our westward march. You also have to mind the limbs overhead here, and therefore keep your disc low in order to get enough distance in order to get close to the basket in just one throw here. I'll also say that there were quite a few people in this park when I came here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. There were two other groups on the disc golf course, and there were some other park users here as well. Partly this is just a really nice park to spend a day at. Also, this is the only disc golf course in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and so that might partly explain this course's popularity. Eighth hole is the longest hole on this course. You have the one large tree that we just walked past there to deal with, but after that, this hole is completely wide open. There's one more hole to go after this, but I'll go ahead and thank you for watching. Parking full time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. Also, as a reminder, I do not take any monetary compensation for anything that I do for parking full time, and therefore the only thing that I get for doing any of these videos are your likes, your subscribes, your views, your comments, and I do appreciate all of those things. Now, the 9th tee is actually behind the basket over on the other side of the parking lot. 9th hole is the last hole on this course, and it's also my favorite hole on this course, not because of the throw. It's actually another really boring throw with nothing but a few limbs directly between the tee and the basket for obstacles. But look at this big, beautiful bridge back behind the basket. In general, I don't really think that highly of this course, but it does occupy a fantastic setting, and it is the only disc golf course in Wilkes-Barre. And therefore, it may be worth your time to come here and play it once to see it once, even if you might not want to come back again. That is the end of the course. Have a great afternoon, take care, and Lord bless.